Alright, Shalom. First and foremost of all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makar Kodash. The Barnes, the Apostles and Elders, a great millstone for teaching us, for saying truth according to the Bible well, and peace and blessings so elected the nation of Israel. Take their spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. We're going to our Lord's will and edifying lesson on the day of the Lord, the day of Yahweh Shema Shai, and how the day of the Lord is near. It's very near. In this, coined by the elder apostle Har, this is the year hasting unto the coming of Yahweh Shema Shai. So that entails we are hasting. We are looking for the day of the Lord to come as quick as possible. You see, and we're out here, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, to warn the people. This is Joel 2:1. Below you, the trumpet in Zion. The trumpet. When you look at this word, trumpet, let's look it up. It says, normally, but pretty much the trumpet represents a sign of warning. You see, so we're blowing the trumpet in Zion, you see, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. The alarm is to get your attention that it's the time. It's the time wherein the Lord is about to begin to visit the world which He made. And how is the Lord going to visit this place? Real quick, I believe that's Isaiah 29:6, thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise and with storm and tempests and the flame of devouring fire. So these natural calamities that you see, that Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of, deems as natural disasters. That's the Heavenly Father visiting this place, visiting America, the place which He made, And real quick, this is 2nd Ezra. See if I can find it. 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 18, the beginning of sorrows. This is 2nd Ezra 16:17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days, the days that are fastly approaching, the day of the Lord? Who is going to be able to deliver us? The scriptures talk about how none can deliver you out of the hands of Yahweh Shema Shai. So who is the only one who's able to deliver us? It tells you in Jeremiah 3:23 that truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills. These other governments, these other nations, truly is the salvation of Israel in Yahweh Shema Shai. So through Yahweh Shema Shai, we are going to be saved from this great and terrible day. That's why we're sounding an alarm, blowing the trumpet to warn our people to get right, tell them to turn back. There's nothing left in this world. You see, for us, the believers of Yahweh Shema Shai, this is not our rest. This is not where we're supposed to make our stay. You see, it says the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, and that's the time we're living in. Here it is. You got Thanksgiving. For the new listeners, so-called Thanksgiving, right? Which is, here, pretty much here in a couple of days. And all Jakes are going to be getting together, not knowing that Esau, Edom, he's making moves in the earth. I know brother seen, that Jake that drove through, the parade, how they're demonizing him, saying he was a radical, so-called black Hebrew Israelite. You see, but our people don't see these things, and that's why we're here to warn you. It says the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, and you cannot say that we're not in the beginning of sorrows. Every time you turn around, you're seeing upwards of the people. You're seeing poverty. You're seeing evictions. You're seeing different natural disasters wherein the Lord is bringing these haughty people of the earth low. It says the beginning of famine and great death. And we're in the beginning of stages of this famine. You see, in great death. What's going to happen when this famine comes? A looting, rioting, stealing. You see, and the only ones who's going to have food in that day, the only ones who's going to be taken care of are the believers of Yahweh Shimon Shai. You see, those that are putting their trust in the Lord, while these people, you know, who knows what the hell Jacob's trusting in, you know, their selves, you know, they trust in Esau, Edom's society that it's going to continue on. As all things continue on since the beginning of time, they're not taking heed to what the warning is. It says the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. You see, I saw a report today, you know, it's a little about a week old, you know, dealing with Australia and China, you know, and how you know, Australia is poking the panda and they're expecting America to back them up. You see, and also China and Russia are testing their new hypersonic missiles, ballistic missiles, you know, wherein these missiles can be shot into the atmosphere and stay up there, you know, for a number of days, weeks, you see, and then shot down upon America, upon its target at any moment. You see, so we're in the beginning of wars. We're in a nuclear arm race, you know, as we speak. But what? When you turn on the media, all you see are the smoke and mirrors of this scamdemic. You see, it's all a facade. This devil is going through a great deal of deception to deceive the minds of the people. But the minds of whom he will not be able to deceive are the Lord's very elect, whom the Lord has given this eyesight to see, you know, see past all all this, you know, nonsense this man is putting in the media. It says, what shall I do when these evils shall come? You know, here it is. We're telling you the evils are coming, you know, whether you want to believe it or not. You know, what are we going to do when these evil come? We're going to be calling upon the names of Yahweh Shemot Shai, and miracles are going to be performed for us. You see, miracles are happening every day for those who are trusting in the Lord. You know, we see these things, you know, the Most High, you know, he likes the, you know, drama. You know, he likes doing things very dramatically. You see, it says, behold, famine and plagues, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. You see, so the Most High is scourging our people, you know, by bringing them low, by bringing judgment upon them, so that they may consider their ways and repent and turn back and say something's not right in the earth today. The God of the Bible is not happy with the way his earth is being ran down here. And you see, just as in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the coming of the Son of Man. And in the days of Noah, their only thoughts of their hearts were only evil continually. Verse 20, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. So though we are blowing the trumpet, though we are sounding the alarm, though Yahweh Shema Shai is working all these mighty works in the earth, you see, bringing these different calamities and plagues, you know, he's basically destroying America from the inside out. You see, but no one is paying attention. No one is watching. No one is taking heed to the sound of the trumpet. This is Joel 2:1. Blow you the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. So you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans should be trembling right now. You know, but where are you at? You're at the club, you're partying, you know, you're trying to get the bag. You see, the men, you know, starting with the apostles, that was a great millstone. You know, the men on down and the few sincere sisters, we are trembling at the judgments of Yahweh Shema Shai. We're trembling at what the Lord is about to bring to this planet Earth. You're talking about the king of terrorists. It tells you that it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. You see? It says, let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh. For it is nigh at hand, the day of the Lord cometh, wherein he will judge his people. Let's get that. This is Hebrews 10:30. For we know him that have said, vengeance belongeth unto me. Yeah, we, the true men of the Lord, we understand these things. That's why, we're not going to try to revenge ourselves. This is why we don't need weapons. This is why we don't need anything but the names of Yahweh Shema Shai. You see, in this knowledge on how we ought to conduct ourselves down here upon the earth to please the Lord. It says, I will recompense, saith the Lord. The Lord is going to recompense you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Be not deceived. The Most High is not mocked. The Heavenly Father is not to be played around with. He is not mocked. He's not ridiculed. He's not made fun of. The ways of Yahweh Shema Shai. You see, and by you scoffing at the prophets of Yahweh Shema Shai, you taking our cry for light, us showing you the way of righteousness as a base thing, as a thing that's not in right now. You're mocking and scoffing against Yahweh Shema Shai. And whatsoever you're sowing in the earth, via your works, you're going to have to reap the judgment for those works. You see, the Most High, he's a just power. He's going to weigh every man and woman according to their works. You see, you're going to be judged. And again, the Lord shall judge his people. And we're looking when the Most High begins to judge this world in a time when the day of the Lord is here. You see, because it's fastly approaching. The time of Jacob's trouble. You see, the time like none other. We're looking to be protected. We're looking to be taken care of. This is verse 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. And we understand this. You see, we understand that it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Yahweh Shema Shai. You're talking about the entity that has all the power. He has all the cards. You see? And you don't want to fear him? You see? This is Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 20. Declare this in the house of Jacob and publish it in Judah, saying, hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have eyes and see not, which have ears and hear not. Yeah, you have physical eyes and ears, but yet, when the prophets of Yahweh Shema Shai are out there telling you that, the plans of Esau, Edom, that this is his next move and that this is what's going to happen, and it's so evidently clear. You don't see it. You see, you don't actually hear it. You're not taking heed to what the Lord is saying through his men. It says, hear now this, O foolish people. Why are you foolish? Because you don't fear Yahweh Shema Shai. You don't fear your maker. You're not fearing the day of the Lord that's fastly coming to the earth. It says, hear now this, O foolish people, without understanding, which have eyes and see not, which have ears and hear not. Fear ye not me, saith the Lord. Fear ye not me, saith the Lord. Will you not tremble at my presence? Will you not tremble at the presence of Yahweh Shema Shai? Will you not fear the God of the Bible? The Most High, it tells you in Deuteronomy, the book of Deuteronomy, the 10th chapter, that the Most High, requires that you Israelites fear him. And that every, you see, and those my enemies that wish not that I should reign over them, bring them hither and slay them before me. We're talking about the ones who created you. You see, but you don't want to fear them. You see, you don't want to fear Yahweh Shimon Shai. Well, he's going to cause a fear to come upon you. He's going to cause dread to come upon you. He's going to make you fear him by bringing evil pestilence, by bringing famines your way. You know, you proud jakes are going to be brought low. You see, and keep thinking it's a game. You know, keep thinking that Yahweh Shema Shai is playing around with you jakes. You see, keep that same energy. You know, when these plagues begin to roll out onto the planet Earth. Jeremiah 5:22, fear ye not me, saith the Lord. Will you not tremble at my presence, which have placed the bounds, which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea by a perpetual decree? Here it is, the Most High has, he commands the ocean. He commands the sea. You know, I believe it tells you who can, in Ezra, who can conquer the sea. You know, if I'm not mistaken, you know, that's near here nor there. But you see, it says that it cannot pass it, and though the waves thereof toss themselves, yet can they not prevail. Though they roar, yet can they not pass over it. You see, so the sea, though it roars, though it seems to fight against Yahweh Shema Shai, it cannot pass over that line wherein Yahweh Shema Shai has laid. You see, but this people have a revolting and rebellious heart. But this people, you know, they're not looking, hey, no matter what that sea does, you know, you gotta stay there. You know, but we, mere flesh, we're gonna try to upset the counsel of Yahweh Shema Shai. We're gonna go and we're gonna do the things that are contrary to what Yahweh Shema Shai has commanded us. It says, but this people have a revolting and rebellious heart. That word rebellious, you know, rebellious basically means to fight against, to make war. You know, it says showing a desire to resist authority, control, to resist. What does it mean to resist? It means to fight against. You see, they are revolted and gone. Yeah, you people are gone in the mind. You know, you're in the sunken place. You see? And yet, you seem to be so wise in your own eyes. Verse 24, neither say in their heart, let us not fear the Lord. Neither say in their mind, let us not fear the Lord, that giveth rain, both the former and latter in his season. He reserveth unto us the appointed weeks of harvest. Because why? The Most High is going to cause a famine to come in this land. Let me see if I can find that scripture. This is Ezekiel chapter 5, and I'll start 15. Ezekiel chapter 5, verse 15. Yep. It says, so it shall be a reproach and a taunt, an instruction and an astonishment unto the nations that are round about thee, when I shall execute judgment in thee in anger and in fury and in furious rebukes. I, the Lord, have spoken it. You know, and when you see I, the Lord, have spoken it, or thus saith the Lord, the Most High is not going to change his mind. He's not going to change the judgment that is set for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He ain't going to have mercy upon the wicked. He ain't going to have mercy upon those who are scoffing and scorning and not taking this thing seriously. He's going to judge you according to measure in his fury. It says, verse 16, when I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine. So the Most High is about to send a famine your way. Oh, and you have all these jakes who work out. You're about to become very skinny. All that muscle you built, you see, it's about to go away, my man. You see, it says, when I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction. So you see these supply shortages on the rise. What does that mean? Your destruction is on the horizon. You see, your destruction is about to come, Jake. Damn, shit. Well, what's your mindset, Jack? Knowing that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. That's the spirit that the men, starting with the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and those who are like-minded are in. It says, when I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, it shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you, and I will increase the famine upon you, and will break your staff of bread. So the grocery stores are going to be a thing of the past. They're not going to be in the grocery stores. You see, there's not going to be all these people who are growing their vegetation. The Most High is going to have locusts come and swallow up their food, their livestock. The Most High is going to cause these doomsday preppers, their food and their cans to become spoiled, to become rotten, for mold and all different plagues that the Most High is going to bring to this place. There ain't going to be no one out here with food. You see, save the men of Yahweh Shimon Shai. You see, and Lord's willing, we be part of that number, and a few sincere sisters as well. It says, so will I send upon you famine and evil beast. So not only is the Most High going to send famine your way, when there's a lack of food, the animals get hungry as well. You see, so the Most High is going to have these animals, these beasts, these evil beasts, right, to come and attack you people. It says, and they shall bereave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee. What's going to cause these different pestilence? You see, all these dead bodies. All these bodies that are going to be lying in the streets. You see, that's what's going to cause a great pestilence, a great disease. And your bodies are going to be broken down. You see, you're not going to be able to fight against the sickness. You ain't going to be able to eat. Let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. There ain't going to be no food for you, wicked jakes. It says, and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword upon thee. I, the Lord, have spoken it. So this is what the Lord is saying. This is what Yahweh Shemel Shai is about to bring. Yahweh Shemel Shai is about to bring to this earth. That doesn't sound like anything sweet. That doesn't sound like anything and the believers of Yahweh Shemel Shai want any part in. This is Jeremiah 25 and 33. In the slain of the Lord at that day, and the slain of Yahweh Shemel Shai shall be at that day from one end of the earth even onto the other end of the earth. So there's going to be death everywhere. That's how much death is coming to this the planet Earth. The Most High said, the slain of the Lord in that day shall be from one into the earth, even onto the other end of the earth. That's the day of the Lord. That's the times that we are coming into. And it's inevitable. It's going to happen in your lifetime. Shit, 2022 is going to be a hell of a year. You know, a very dark winter. You know, that's the times we are coming into. It says, they shall not be lamented. What does it mean they're not going to be lamented? You know, normally when people pass away, people mourn and cry. But there's going to be too much death. They show you in that movie Bushwick, when her sister, you ain't seen the movie now, spoiler alert, her sister dies. You see, she's crying for her sister, and there's no time for her to cry. There's no time for her to mourn, because her life is on the line. It says, they shall not be lamented, neither gathered, nor buried, because there ain't nobody going to be out here. There ain't going to be Esau's medical unit come up here and cleaning up some bodies. Nah, that's not how it's going to be. It says, they shall be dung upon the ground, and that's a shameful death. The Most High is just going to have your bodies out here. And what's going to happen when you die? When you die, the Most High is going to have a bird come pluck at your body. You see, different animals. You see, so the Most High is going to give a shameful death unto you wicked jakes, for all your wickedness. Daniel's 12:1, and at that time shall Michael stand up. See, that standard is going to be lifted, upon those who fear Yahweh Shimon Shai. You see, because those who depart from evil, they make themselves a prey here in Babylon the Great. You see, but the Most High is going to be a defense unto us. The Most High is going to protect us. It is written, and just as He spoke about the evil arrows of famine for your destruction, the Most High has spoken that He's going to command Michael the archangel, the head angel under Yahweh Shai, to rise up, you see, and use the power that was given to him by the Lord to protect the Lord's remnant. You see, to watch over us. And ain't nothing too hard for Yahweh Shema Shai. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And who's that talking about? That's talking about the elect. The children of the Lord's people is talking about the elect. Did not Apostle Paul say, a Jew is not one outwardly, but inwardly. You see? So that's what it's about. Is your spirit right? You see? And you women, you see? Man, you're going to be a prey out here in Babylon the Great. Who knows? The men of the Lord are going to turn a lot of you women down. You see? Only the women whom the Lord wants to be saved are going to be delivered. You see? Those are going to be the ones that find the man of the Lord in that day. But you women walking proudly down here upon the earth, you men too, the whole nation of Israel is just out of order. It says you're going to be judged. These things are going to come upon you. And there shall be a time of trouble. So the time of trouble we just read, is ultimately for the wicked. You see, we are considering the scourges of Yahweh Shema Shai. We're considering the wrath of the Lord. And we're trembling in His presence. You see, walking on the eggshells, trying to serve the Lord to the best of our ability. Seeking the Lord's mercy. Praying that in wrath, the Lord remember mercy. Because the Lord, He doesn't need any of us. You see, we are just praying that we're part of the sanctified ones from the beginning. It says, such as never was since there was a nation even to that time. So the times that are coming are going to be so bad. You look it up in parallel history. You parallel the times that are coming with any time in history. Egypt, slavery. You know, when we were being hauled off over here in the cargo slave ships, you see, post-slavery, all these things, all these, the Trail of Tears, all these things that happened to Israel, you see, and it's going to be worse than that, Jake. You know, you thought the Most High, the Most High is about to allow Esau, Edom to roll on you, wicked Jakes. It says, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. You see? So at that time, at that very same time, the remnant are going to be delivered. The remnant of Yahweh Shema Shai are going to be protected. You see? Hey, you know, call on Yahweh Shema Shai. That's the day we're looking for, you know, for that standard to be lifted. This is Jeremiah 11:11. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. Then shall the seeds of Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem go and cry unto the gods unto whom they offer incense. You see, via your works, the gods whom you are serving, whether it be this fiat currency, whether it be women, whatever it is, you know, because our people are serving every god under the sun. You know, they're making these social media their gods, and all these things are going to fail them. You see, the things that you're putting your time and energy, you know, to exalt, whether it be yourself or someone else or something else, those things are all going to fail you. The evils that Yahweh Shema Shai is going to be evidently clear that the only way to escape those evils, you got to have the Lord on your side. It says, but they shall not save them at all in the time of their trouble. You see, so the gods in whom you serve are not going to be able to save you at all. And you know, that you're going to be in a terrible case. I'm going to bring out a couple more and close it out. This is Amulet chapter 5. Verse 18, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. For what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand upon the wall, and a serpent bit him. So this is what entails for the wicked of our people that are desiring the day of Yahweh Shema Shai, you know, mainly the Christian church. But they are not doing the things that please the Lord. You know, you thought you had bad days before. Has a lion ever chased you? You know, and then when you thought to have escaped the lion, a bear has met you. You see, as soon as you hit the corner, you thought, oh, I'm good. You know, I got past the famine. You know, you know, I found a way where I can get food. You know, I trapped, you know, because cannibalism is coming back. A lot of you people, they show you in that movie Snowpiercer, you know, he said, I'm ashamed because I know how human flesh tastes. You see, you had that movie Platform 333. You see, or I believe it's just Platform, you know, the movie Platform on Netflix. Cannibalism was happening. You see, all these movies showing the time when there's a lack of bread, when there's a lack of food, you see cannibalism happens. And that's what's about to happen to a lot of people. Are going to be eaten alive. You see, it says as if a man did flee from a lion and the bear met him. So you go from one situation, which is not good. A lion chasing you is terrifying. Your life is on the line. And now you meet a bear. Now you're in another dire situation where your life is on the line again. It says, and leans his hand upon the wall. When you lean your hand upon the wall, you're in the sense of resting. You're in the sense of relief, of catching your breath. You see, in a house, there's a cover when you go into a house. It says, and a serpent bit him. So when you think that you're protected, you think that you're good, that serpent is going to come and bite you. I mean, there's no escaping the day of Yahweh Shimon Shai. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it? And this is a day that the men of Yahweh Shimon Shai are hastening to come, because we know and understand that we are going to be, it's a test. It's everything is a test, leading up to the kingdom of Yahweh Shimon Shai, the hour of temptation, you see. But we're doing the works now. Let me get this precept. We'll close out on this. This is Revelations 3:10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. We went through our patience. We patiently waited upon Yahweh Shema Shai and kept the Lord's word in our minds, and constantly meditated upon the Lord's word and his scriptures, and to fulfill his will down here upon the earth, which is for us to fear him and to keep his commandments, for that is the whole duty of man. It says, because thou hast done these things, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. The hour of temptation, he's going to keep us from the hour of temptation. When the hour of temptation comes, it's really going to be to devour and destroy a lot of our people, 2/3 to be exact, here in America. It says, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. When that RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, we just say it straight up like that, because it's the Lord running the show. When this thing is made mandatory and implemented, you see, we are going to be protected. It says, we shall come upon all the world, not just here in America, but wherever you Jakes are, to try them that dwell upon the earth. And the Most High is going to allow Esau, to whosoever, these people are going to bow. These people are going to bow to the image of the beast. You see why? Because you don't have, you don't have the Lord on your side. You don't have any hope. Your hope is vain. Your expectation is that this kingdom is going to continue on. So when he brings his left-hand salvation of this kingdom of forwarding, you're going to hop right to it. You see, you're going to bend the knee to the image of Baal. But just as Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego loved not their lives unto the death, you see, the Most High, Lord's willing, he's gonna give us that spirit. That's what we're looking for. For the time of trouble, for our minds to be strengthened. It says, behold, I come quickly, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. And Esau's here trying to take the crowns, right? The crown represents the birthright, the kingdom of heaven. And Esau, Edom, he's trying to alter your DNA. You see, your with this juice, with this dang, I forgot what the elder apostle Harris coined it today. But and with this chip, he's trying to brand you as his property. So you can't you're no longer a son of Yasharallah, son of Israel, but you're a son of Esau. You belong to him. But Lord's willing, this lesson was edifying. The day of the Lord is fastly approaching. The day wherein Yahweh Shimon Shai will bring a holy hell to the planet Earth. With that, I'm going to say shalom.